Hey y'all, we're gonna check the oil in this Kia today. So first I got to pull the lever to open the hood. Okay, now I gotta find the latch right here. I just found it. I'm gonna pull it to the left. That's gonna let me lift the hood up. Okay. This Kia has hydraulic struts, so there's no prop rod. Okay, so here's our dipstick right here. And that makes sure that the oil or the car is cooled down a little bit, right? Let the oil settle back into the oil pan. But here's our dipstick right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull it out and wipe it off, and then I'm gonna put it back in, and then we'll pull it out again and I'll show you what it shows. Okay, so I just pulled it out and then I just wiped it off with a paper towel, and just so it's clean, and then I'm gonna put it back in to its little hole, little slot right here. I'm gonna push it all the way in, and I'm gonna hold it for just a few seconds, and I'm gonna take it out here and we'll see what it looks like. So you can see those two little dots, the two little indentions, and then way over to the right you can see the oil level. And so that oil level is actually way below that minimum dot. The second dot to the right, that's the minimum level. So this is telling me I need to put some oil in this Kia. So I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna go grab the oil and we'll put that in together. Okay, here's my oil. So this Kia takes 5W20. Here's my funnel to put it in. And then, so all we're gonna do here is unscrew the cap at the top of the engine. I'll just set that right here for now. And then I'm gonna blow out the funnel. Just make sure there's no debris in there that could get inside the engine. So I'm gonna put that inside the hole there. And then we will unscrew the oil here, and then how do we pour this in on camera? Okay, now I was pretty far below that minimum line on the dipstick, so I know I gotta put a decent amount in. So I'm gonna put some in here. Okay, so now I've put some in. So now let's check this dipstick again. We'll give it a second. Let it seep in there. Okay, let's see how our oil level is looking now. And you can see it's gone up. We are almost to the minimum now. You see that? Just a little bit to the right of the minimum mark there. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little bit more in. All right, so first thing I did is I wiped off this dipstick. So now you can see here it's clean. Okay, so there's no oil on there. Now I'm gonna put it back in. Since we have a clean dipstick, I'll put that back in. And then I'm gonna put a little bit more oil in. Cool. Give that a second. And then let's see what our reading looks like now. Okay. Now we can see we are above the minimum mark. That's good. I'm just gonna do it one more time. I'm gonna clean this off and then I'm gonna put it back in and we'll add a little bit more oil. Okay, just gonna add a little bit more oil here. All right, I think that's gonna get us in a good range. Give that a second. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That's right at the, right a little bit below the full mark. So that's a good level. I'm gonna clean this off. I'll put it back in and then we will close up the oil cap. Okay, I put my dipstick back in. And now we gotta take this funnel out. I'm gonna take my paper towel and I'll put that at the bottom just to catch any drips. Okay. And I'll set that aside for a second. So anything that's coming down that funnel will go into the paper towel. And then we put our cap back on. We should hear a click. Yep. So we heard the click. It's on there now. The dipstick is in. We will put the cap back on our oil here. And then all we gotta do is close the hood. If you had a prop rod, you would take the prop rod and put it back in place and then close the hood. There we go. Closed. We've checked our oil. We added some oil because the engine needed it. And we are good to go now. Hope this helps.